I know so many people out there excited about Spider-Man. For me, it's all about The Witcher season 2 dropping today on Netflix. And yes, I was one of those guys up at 5 a.m. to
Ooh.
watch that first episode. So, we are going to talk a little bit about the first episode of season 2 of The Witcher on Netflix.
Yes.
I know it's a little bit of our change because we usually jump right into comics, but this is huge. So, yeah, Jesse, did you get a chance to watch The Witcher episode 1?
I did. I did, and I really enjoyed it. What did you think of it at first glance?
Oh man, listen, first glance, I got to tell you, uh it really I was super hyped and it delivered. Part of it was definitely the excitement, and we waited 2 years for it. But let me give you a little bit of context, little connotations to this. So when the first Witcher series came out, again, it was 2 years ago, and it came out on a Saturday, and it was, I think, December 17th. So it's going to be one of the last Saturdays before retail Christmas. And I remember calling John at about 11:30 saying, "Hey John, is it okay if I come in at 1? I'm watching the show on Netflix and I'm kind of hooked." And then I called him at like 2, and then I called him at like 3, and I literally binged the whole show in one sitting. It was the first time I'd ever done that for a Netflix show. Hook, line, and sinker. Didn't end up going to work that day, so I'm glad it happened. It came out on a Friday, so I can go to work tomorrow and do my duty and help everybody with their Christmas shopping. But man, let me tell you, that season 1 just left such a great impression on me. It was fabulous. Great storytelling, great characters, and a really well done adaptation from what I know.
Yeah.
Let me also say that for The Witcher, I played the video games on the Xbox. I own the novels, but I hadn't read them. So I'm not, I'm sure there's people who read the books and everything, and they're like, oh no, the TV show deviated quite a bit, but it was still entertaining for me. So maybe I'm going to cut it some slack because I don't know as much about it. But yeah, highly entertaining season 1, and I was bringing all of that kind of excitement, and now I've got a higher bar
Yeah.
for season 2 because I enjoyed season 1 so much. So first episode, man, did it ever deliver? Picks
Yeah.
up right where season 2 leaves off. So please watch season 2 first if you haven't watched it, and then you're gonna just be jumped right into it. Yeah, fantastic. Henry Cavill, as always, just killing it, killing it. He is Geralt of Rivia, but I gotta say, oh my god, I'm totally loving the performance of. I'm gonna hopefully pronounce her name right, Freya Allen, and she plays Princess Cirilla, and she's just wow, just fantastic. Like there's moments in this performance where you see strength, you see determination, you see, there's a moment in it where uh Geralt says, "I will protect you," or "I won't let harm come to you," and she gets this like little smile at and I'm just like, yes, I'm seeing this emotion, I'm seeing this connection being built. So really loving her performance. We only saw Yennefer at the end of this episode,
Mhm.
and so I can't wait to see more of her because she stole this first season for me. I really loved her performance and her character arc and her story and stuff. But yeah, just really freaking loving this show so far. I did watch more than episode 1, but I don't want to go too much into it because I make sure people have a chance to watch it. But I highly recommend this show for sure. What about you, Jesse?
Um, I don't know if you picked up on this, but did you get a lot of similarities between Witcher season 2 episode 1 and the Witcher animation they brought out not too long ago? What was it called? The Wolf. Sorry, the name escapes me, but it's their only
Yeah.
animation they have right now. Um, we start off and there's a carriage driving through a town, the man gets off, he gets attacked by a monster.
Yep.
The boy gets off, he gets attacked by a monster. The girl's left there by herself, and then she gets attacked by a monster. I think that's the exact same way the Nightmare of the Wolf
Yep.
starts, is with the carriage rolling into a town, and the Witcher has to stop it. Highly recommend that animation too. We talked
Oh,
about it. We talked about
yeah.
it before on a video way back there. If you want to check it out, scroll down on the playlist. But great start. Um,
Yeah.
Tormund
Honestly,
from Game of Thrones made an appearance, and he was the Boar Man who dropped a lot of wisdom. I
yep.
believe his line was he was talking to Ciri, and he said, "Not all monsters are born; they're they become monsters." And that relates right back to the I always forget the name, the Nightmare of the Wolf, because
Yep.
that was all about becoming a monster.
No, for sure.
Right?
And I think you have a slide of him if we can bring that up because it's wow, the transformation from before when he was like, yeah, look at him
Yeah, yeah,
on Game of Thrones, and then you see him here. And at first you know it looks kind of comical and stuff, but it really grows on you. And so this particular episode, I think it does a couple things really well. First of all, it like I said, it does pick up right where the other seasons left off, but it doesn't like punch you right into the main plot. They've got this little side story, and it encompasses exactly what The Witcher is all about.
yeah,
So he's going to go across the land. He's going to slay monsters, but he's going to do it with a sense of morality and honor and stuff. And this one again, it kind of starts. It's almost like a pilot episode, you know. So, do you want to know what the Witcher series is? Hey, this is what it's going to be about. And they did a really cool job, especially talking about this gentleman and his curse. And then we have, you know, oh, I want to show it, so let's show it. The spoiler of I won't name names, but yeah, this is the monster that the Witcher ends up fighting in the first episode. So again, it had action, it had character development. Like Jesse said, it you know
all
was
the
kind of
acting was over the top. Like all the acting was perfect. I
oh yeah,
knew I knew Yennefer was gonna be in the series because her name's in the credits, but
yep,
they had me believing that Yennefer was dead,
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
and
No,
that says a
it was
lot, right? Sorry, go ahead.
stellar, stellar first episode. So yeah, hopefully if you guys have time this weekend, you're gonna break away from Spider-Man and you're gonna break away from your Christmas shopping, right? That you'll be able to check this series out because it is so totally worth your time and then some. This season 2 is only 8 episodes, but it's a real treat because I think almost every episode is 1 hour or
Yeah,
close to an hour. So yeah, so do yourself a favor, get some popcorn, get your favorite
yeah,
snack, and just put some time and get ready to be amazed because, like I said, this series so far, it's amazing. And if you haven't watched season 1, get the heck onto that because it sets up everything. And the one gripe about season 1 is definitely changed. There's no more of this jumping timeline. It's
yeah.
following all one timeline. So you should be totally fine with that. I know our friend John from the store, my business partner, he finally powered through season 1 and he's all on board for season 2. So we will get his opinion on that in some of our other Heroes World videos. Probably going to be the discussion of our podcast this Sunday, probably this and some Spider-Man.